Today on the channel, our deep dive into the Jakks Class Superstars line continues with Ringside Collectible Exclusives Part 4. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our weekly deep dive into the Jakks Classic Superstars series, my favorite wrestling line of all time, as you guys know, as we do a weekly special towards it every single week on the channel for well over about a year and a half now, if you can believe that. But today, we're deep diving into the Jakks Class Superstars Ringside Collectibles exclusive. Yes, Ringside's been around a long time, and as I always say, use discount code KYLE. Save 10%, but Ringside had their exclusives like they have with Mattel now, had them with Jakks back in the day, and this is our fourth Jakks Class Superstars Ringside Collectibles exclusives video. So if you missed some of the other three, or you missed a year and a half of other Jakks Class Superstars videos, go back, check out those videos. You too can be a Jakks Class Superstars expert, as I say every week on the channel. But today we're at our fourth video in the Jakks Ringside Collectibles exclusives, and we're taking a look at a couple of single superstars out there. We've got Sensational Sherry, that's why I wore the shirt today in honor of Sherry. We got Taz and we got Goldust, and we're going to talk about each one, what was going on, and all that kind of fun stuff. So let's start it off, but let's go in order. Normally we go ladies first. This time we're going to go in order, and we're going to talk about them. And Taz was the first one of this bunch. This was from 2006. 2006 Taz Ringside Collectibles exclusive. Now this Taz, it's funny, we got another Taz in the line. More of a street gear Taz, more of a later day Taz, which that was in the traditional, regular retail peg Classic Superstars figures. This one, being the Ringside Collectibles exclusive, was such a head scratcher because 99% of the people out there, this is the Taz they wanted in Classic Superstars, and making it as a Ringside Collectibles exclusive, such a head scratcher. We later did get a kind of a version of this Taz, I guess you'd say, in the Toys R Us exclusive 2-pack with RVD, more in the dying days of Jakks, a bit of a re-release here. But this Taz figure, full of controversy, as maybe some of you guys are aware, maybe not, but I'll do a quick brief explanation out there. Now this Taz came from, China, wherever they made it. Does it say here? Can I find it real quick? I don't see it. Oh, made in China. There you go. So it came from China. Well, the factory messed up on this Taz, unfortunately. And he does come with a soft goods towel right up there. I thought it was down below. But he comes with this black patented towel. You know Taz. He'd wear it over his head. It was all ratty, tattered back in the ECW days. Man, he meant business. And me, as a lifelong ECW fan, back in the day especially, Taz was something else. Taz, a little guy, but man, he didn't wrestle like a little guy. He just felt menacing. He felt like he could kick anybody's teeth in. We loved Taz, the towel look, all of that going on. Man, I loved it. I still love it to this day. So I was through the moon getting this Taz. ECW, sign me up all day long, of course. But this Taz figure came, the first shipment of these Taz figures came to Ringside Collectibles, and guess what? That towel wasn't up here. It was wrapped around his waist, like he'd just gotten out of the shower. So people were up in arms about that. Obviously, it was recalled, but there is a few carded versions of that Taz with the robe around his waist out there. Now, that robe did also stain the figure, as we've seen with a lot of figures over the years, but that one is out there. It is findable. It is a little bit more expensive. I've been on the lookout for one at a good price for years. I've never come across it. It's not life or death for me, but if I could find one at a good price, I'd get that variant version of Taz in a heartbeat. I would definitely pick that up. But I do have this one. This is the standard release, I guess we'll say, or the fix-up release of this Taz. And it does come with the towel in the correct place. But like I said earlier, this is the Taz everybody wanted in Classic Superstars. It's just a little disappointing this wasn't in the regular line. Instead, it was a Ringside exclusive, where a lot of people that didn't know this existed because it's a Ringside Collectibles exclusive. So a little bit of a head scratcher there. I think you would have sold a lot more of these at traditional retail over that regular edition, more modern day Taz in the long run. At least that's what I think. But let's take a look at it here. That's Taz. You know that's Taz. Yes, I know. Oh, that's so Jakks. He's so tall. But that's how figures were back then. There was no Mattels and Jazzwares to compare things to. Scale wasn't really a thing. It was, but it wasn't. You got to look at this through 2000, what was it, 6 eyes? 2006 eyes. That's what you got to do. And we got that Ringside sticker. They plastered on there. It says, what's it say? Ringside Collectible Taz exclusive limited edition figure. WrestlingFigures.com. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. There you go. But he's got his towel in there. He's got his traditional singlet, the orange tights, the mohawk going on. I mean, this is Taz. This is what we think of with Taz. On the side, you got Taz. I'm always a 1Z guy, but I understand the reasoning for the 2Zs. And then on the side, you got the glamour shot of old Taz right there. And on the back, there it is. Glamour shot up top. We got the blurbs going on. We've got Series 9 down below. One of the great series of Jakks Class Superstars. A little bit of head scratching with that LOD, of course, if you guys remember. But you can go back and watch that video. It is in the archives of the Classic Superstars Deep Dive videos. We went through that whole set and talked about them. But we got Taz up top. We got warnings, UPCs down below, all that kind of stuff. But a lot of heavy hitters in Series 9. And then we got the blurb. Let's read it. Let's see what it says here. Oh, first thing I know, it says ECW Limited Edition. So that is something different. That is pretty cool on there. Nice little touch there. Interesting, it does say Classic Superstar Series 9 up here in the green. We know, I believe it might have been Series 8. Series 8 or 9 is where it started listing the series at the top. I guess I never realized that till right now it says Series 9. So technically, I guess it is part of Series 9 out there. You got to include it. It's on the back. It's on the box. That's the way it's going to be. Taz debuted in 1987, 240 pounds, 5'9". Finishing move, T-Bone Suplex. Taz Mission, the Taz Suplex. Titles, WWE Hardcore Champion, WWE Tag Team Champion. Ouch, I think there's some other titles in ECW TV world. Come on, what are we doing here? Favorite quote, the mood is about to change. Oh, very true. That was Taz back in the day, and it's weird. It's a moment in time, I think. A lot of younger viewers, younger wrestling fans out there maybe don't understand Taz. And there's a lot of younger viewers and new viewers now that know him as a manager, which is just kind of head-scratching too. But man, if you were in the peak years of ECW, if you were watching religiously, getting the pay-per-views, watching the TV show, Taz was something else. Taz was something else. Truly a moment in time. I always kind of akin it a little bit to Eric Embry. Eric Embry, a deep cut out there. We've talked about him a few times. Taz, obviously more popular and better all around. But Eric Embry, man, he had young Kyle believing, and he didn't look like Hogan. He didn't look like Warrior. He didn't even look like Taz. He didn't even look like Jerry Lawler. He was close, but something about it, the way they capture the audience out there. And that's what I kind of akin all that to out there. But there's Taz, Ringside Collectibles exclusive. A must-have if you're an ECW fan, a Taz fan, and of course, a Collectibles wrestling fan, Classic Superstar fan. So there you go. So we turn our attention from Taz, an amazing figure, to quite possibly, for some people, the greatest Classic Superstar single figure released ever because of the specialness of the packaging on this one. Now, I go both ways on this. It isn't uniform with the traditional Classic Superstars, but man, it is pretty close. You know it fits in, you know what it is, you know what's going on here, but it's got a little special charm. And it is gold dust, of course, and you're getting that gold flaking kind of packaging here. Just really cool, something neat. I just go both ways with it because I kind of wish it was in the traditional black, but I also like how it stands out. It is an exclusive. So it's a very, very interesting, just a one-and-done thing. They never did anything like this again. They did have the LJN-inspired ones that had the blue packaging going on, but as far as exclusives, one-offs, they didn't do anything like this gold packaging here, and it is very cool. And this is probably one of the best Gold Dust figures. If we ever do a Gold Dust top 5, you know this is making the top 5 list for sure. Beautiful, beautiful robe on this one. You got the sticker on the front like we saw with Taz. This one says Shattered Dreams exclusive, and they did it up because usually it looks like just a generic kind of sticker they used. This is a nice gold foil, gold colored sticker. Really matches, really looks good, really pops. Just absolutely stunning figure here. You got the Intercontinental title. The only time I believe this title was released. It's one of the beautiful Jakks titles, but it's got that gold leather strapping to it that we saw with Gold Dust back in the day. So that is really cool. I do enjoy that. On the top, Ringside exclusive. Collector Series, it's not technically part of a line. They didn't do like they did with Taz where they put Series 9. They didn't put anything on this one. Ages 8 and up. And I do believe the wig obviously is reuse. And I believe the figure is reused from the traditional Ruthless Aggression line. But that robe and the packaging is what sets this one off, which sets it being different. Just a beautiful example of a figure in the Classic Superstars exclusive line out there. On the side, there's that glamour shot of that traditional Gold Dust Ruthless Aggression figure with the gold foil going on. And then you got Dustin on the side of old Gold Dust there. And then on the back, we're promoting Series 24. That's when it was released, around Series 24. A lot of heavy hitters in that one. I love that Trish. Beats the Trish that was just recently released for sure. RVD, LJN. You got 2 tag teams in the British Bulldogs and the Killer Bees. Stephanie McMahon, of course. Triple H, Rey Mysterio. A lot going on here. Classic Superstars. You got a glamour shot up top. You got the blurb. Let's see what it says about our old pal Goldust. Goldust, weight 260 pounds, 6'6", finishing move, the curtain call. Titles, Intercontinental Champion and WWE Tag Team Champion. Collect them all. Beautiful. Just a beautiful picture. Just beautiful exclusive. Beautiful everything on this one. I love it. I like it. I'm glad I have it in my collection. I'm glad this was released. Even if it wasn't quite uniform, it was close enough to melt my heart. So there you go. Goldust Ringside Collectibles exclusive. Now we turn our attention to a very interesting one. All 3 of these have interesting kind of backstories to it. Be it the mess-ups with Taz here, be it the different packaging specialness of this Goldust. Then we get to Sensational Sherry. A much wanted figure out there, most wanted figure at the time. Sensational Sherry, we were wanting her in the Classic Superstars line. We were all about it. We got the HBK manager version, but we were looking for more of a Queen Sherry, more of a Sherry, more universal Sherry, and that's what we got here. Now, this one was earmarked for, I believe, well, let's get into it. Let's just show the packaging and we'll give a little backstory because that might give it away. But there's Sherry, more of the traditional Classic Superstars packaging on this one. You've got the sticker down there, a silver sticker, a much nicer sticker than some of those other ones. Collector's Series on the top, but Sherry looks good. She's got her black dress going on. Just a fabulous looking figure. Still holds up to this day. I love this Sherry. I do have this displayed with my Mattels. It just looks that good. Very easily to display with them. You got Sherry on the side, just a beautiful figure. Love this one a lot. You got just Sherry on the side. That's all it says. Sherry. No Sherry Martel, no Sensational Sherry, no Queen Sherry, just Sherry. And then on the back there, we're promoting Superstars Series 27. And I can't remember off the top of my head, I can't remember if she was supposed to be a part of 27, but one of the later sets, she was going to be a part of that series. And she was cut at the last minute. Fans like me out there were just disappointed. And there was a lot of clamoring on the interwebs, the internet and all that, saying, we want Sherry, we want Sherry. And we thought this figure was dead forever. We thought it was like an Arnold Scotland or some of those that were rumored. We saw pictures of, and then it just wasn't going to be re-released, or released at all, I should say. But then, out of nowhere, Ringside saved the day. They swooped in, and just one day, hey, Sensational Sherry exclusive up on the website. So they found use for this figure. We never got a clear story as to why it was cut from the traditional line. I am just extremely happy they found a way to get it to market with the partner Ringside Collectibles. So it was great to get that Sherry that way. So that was really cool, but it was very strange, the circumstances, how this figure came about. But at the end of the day, we're just happy we got this at least through there. There is versions that have the sticker on, versions with the sticker off. I don't think it really makes too much of a difference out there. I do know Sensational Sherry got a bunch of these shipped her way on, and she was selling for a while. And there's some I think her sons are selling that you see float up every once in a while out there. But just all in all, a cool figure, possibly the best Sherry figure of all time. Hopefully there's going to be some more Sensational Sherry figures in the future. Sensational Sherry is an interesting one. As a kid, I remember thinking, oh, Sherry, she's so ugly. She's so ugly, and she's terrible because she was a bad guy. You know, there was Elizabeth, and then there was Sherry, and she was the bad guy. So just her being bad made her seem ugly out there. But then all these years later, when Kyle gets a little older, he starts to really appreciate Sensational Sherry a heck of a lot more. Her work and stuff. And then her beauty. Yes, her fine beauty. She was actually pretty hot at the end of the day, I always thought. So very, very underrated in the looks department, but that tells you how good she did her job to make young people hate her across the board. And, you know, everybody hated Sherry, but man, she was hot. She was hot. I'm calling it. I'm marking it down. Sensational Sherry's hot, and I got her on my shirt, so hey, there you go. But Sherry, one of the all-time greats, got to be on the Mount Rushmore of female performers for me, very easily. That's another video for another day, I think, out there. But Sensational Sherry, I love this figure, and I was so happy it was brought to market for all of us, and you should be too. So there you go. But that's it. That's the Ringside Collectibles Part 4 exclusives in the Classic Superstars set. Man, what's your favorite of these three? It is hard for me to choose. All in all, that Taz holds such a special place to me. Sherry's pretty special too. I'm just going to say Taz, Sherry, Goldust, but man, it could change tomorrow. But let me know your favorites of the three. Any thoughts on these? Did you have these? Are you looking for these? Anything like that, put it down in the comments down below. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. As you guys know, every Tuesday, a brand new Jakks Class Superstars video, we got a ways to go. We still got some special videos out there. Then we got to dive into the Deluxe Aggression Classic Superstars figures, the Toys R Us exclusives. I think we got about 6 waves of those to talk about. Then we're going to do some special videos, kind of recap videos of the whole series, because we're getting to the tail end. I think maybe February 2022 might be the end of the Class Superstars series here on the channel, so it's going to be a little bittersweet, but we're going to do some special videos. I want to do a video of guys I really wanted to be in the line, you know, guys that were missed out on, stuff like that, stuff that was really missed. Maybe my top 5 favorite Classic Superstars tag teams, 3-packs, single packs, we'll do something like that. We could do some special videos around now, so we'll probably do 4 videos maybe of specialness. Then we're going to wrap it up, and then we got to turn our attention to another toy line out there. Maybe we'll do ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers. Maybe we'll do Hasbros. Maybe we'll do Bone Crunchers. We got a few other surprises in there, so stay tuned. Be on the lookout for that, and make sure you subscribe to the channel because you want to see where this adventure goes. You don't want to miss a video. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you follow me on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, support the channel. So for Sensational Sherry, Taz, and Gold Dust, I am Kyle. I will see you guys all real soon.